always talking shit show.
Yo, what's happening?
What's good? What's good?
It's your boy Talkin.
It's your boy Keem Sincere.
And you're now in tune with the always talking shit show.
Shiz naive.
And we early in this motherfucker.
Oh yeah, man. God is good, man. We made it. You know what I'm saying?
How y'all doing? I know y'all see that beautiful flag in the background.
Yeah, the flag came in. FBA, stand up. You know what it is, man. If you don't, go to FBA.com and figure that out for yourself. But yeah, it's a beautiful day for that. I guess we can recap the Super Bowl. That is, you know what I'm saying, something that happened. And I did happen to watch
Congratulations to fucking Matt Stafford, for sure.
Oh yeah, man, we got a Detroit baby in here, man. I remember thinking like that. I wonder how Dre felt.
To Matt Stafford, I'm not a Lions fan, but nigga, I've always known how good Matthew Stafford is. You know what I'm saying?
See that no look pass?
Oh, bruh. He's the king of that shit because you watch him when he goes to throw the ball, he never really looks at who he's about to throw to until he's throwing it to him.
Yeah.
So you don't have you be like, bow, nigga, like, oh shit.
Yeah, he did some clean shit in the Super Bowl.
But
he was doing that on a team that nobody, you know.
My brother said it best. This nigga was winning with the Lions, nigga, taking them niggas to Super Bowls.
Not to the Super Bowls.
I mean, not Super Bowls, to playoffs.
Yeah.
What you think this nigga was going to do when he got a team?
Hey, all I'm going to say is this.
Exactly what the fuck he did.
Cooper Kupp is clean.
Bruh.
And when I found out that he was third generation NFL player, I knew it. I was like, oh, that's why he is out there dominating.
Cooper Kupp
his
Megatron
IQ is crazy.
Numbers. Because Cooper Kupp didn't have those.
No, I know that.
Before. And nigga.
Hey, Odell was about to be MVP.
What niggas can't say is that Stafford needs a receiver because Stafford's 4,000 yards a season, even after Megatron.
No, that's facts.
So it's Stafford who's making these receivers. I mean, Megatron was a beast. Don't get it twisted.
No, I get what you're saying. Yeah, you can't take that away from Megatron.
Cooper Kupp.
It just shows you how to me, all I could think about is like Detroit tricked this off.
Oh, bruh. But what is Detroit known for?
I can't let you get that off. He's not Tom Brady.
Not yet, because no. What I mean by that, let me rephrase.
I know what you meant.
By nigga, you can put him.
He makes people better.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is the thing that's kind of crazy to me. You know, I'm a Cowboys fan.
But he's not. Let me before you do that.
Go ahead, my bad.
The reason he's not Brady is because he didn't take a shitty team.
He didn't have the organization.
To a Super Bowl.
No, he's not Brady because he didn't have the coaching.
Well, no.
He didn't have the general manager.
No, because the Patriots weren't that at first.
What do you mean?
Brady came in.
Hold on.
And then somehow it all.
Go look at their record. No, stop.
The record before that, they weren't good.
Shit. Yes, they were. They didn't win the Super Bowl.
Castle, no.
Nigga, Castle was Brady's backup.
Bledsoe
was a $100 million quarterback. Nigga, he came in and
I'm absolutely wrong.
And started the ship. Yeah.
Yep.
So
they
like
went to a Super.
Yeah. No.
A ring, right?
Who?
Bledsoe.
Yeah.
He
got one of those.
Yeah. My dumb ass. My bad. So no, Brady didn't come in but. I mean,
don't get me wrong. The sentiment is the same.
Anybody's going to.
No, the sentiment is what you're saying is correct.
Right. He's gonna make the niggas better.
It's the holy trinity, bro. This is what I tell people about the Jordan and LeBron comparison. Even Kobe to an extent, but Kobe fought for it and ended up getting it.
Right.
Like, look, when you have a guy that could potentially be the best player in any sport, and then you have a general manager that's top 5 at his job in the sport.
Then you have the coach who's
then you
number
have
one.
A top, not even gotta be number one. Fuck it, top 5 coach.
I was just talking.
I'm just being general. Look, top 5 coach, right?
At the time, Jordan had the number one coach.
Well, no, at the time, no one knew that because remember he had took over. He was new.
Right. Yeah.
Kobe had the number one coach.
Yeah.
Jordan had a coach that I'm not going to say. I think they made each other.
Kobe had number one right out the gate because he had the coach for speaking.
When him and Shaq got Phil,
right,
they had the number one coach. You know what I'm saying? So you look at the.
You know they say
and then,
Larry Brown is number 2, greatest coach of all time.
Dog, he's one of the greatest coaches ever.
I'm happy that he took us to a championship.
When you look at When you look at you got the Holy Trinity. You got player,
GM,
coach,
and office.
GM, and when I say GM, I mean office. That's what I was going to say. Like that's ownership, et cetera, scouting department. Because you can say, and this is a common narrative about Brady, is like, oh, he took a bunch of nobodies. right? And I'm like, I get what they're saying in the sense of like they're not stars, they don't have big names.
And you really got to give it up to the
these
scout.
motherfuckers is nice.
You got to give it up to the scout who finally said take Brady in the draft.
Speaking of scouting,
think about that. The nigga that was like, hey, he's dead last. Take that boy.
Well, you know, that's his college coach.
Oh, okay.
Called Bill and was like, hey, I got a quarterback that don't test well.
Bruh.
That's what he told him. He's like, he don't test well.
But take that boy.
But he's went and sent him some clips and shit like, because remember his senior year, a freshman came in and took half his reps.
Right.
But he was still a better quarterback.
Which will fuck anybody's
and it just goes to show you a lot of this coaching shit, man.
But look at that. Dead last. That's a hell of a story. Dead last in the draft that you were drafted in to the greatest of all time to play football. That's nuts.
That's stupid.
Seven championships, nigga.
He's the truth of that.
Multiple MVPs.
But the blueprint is what he found out. Like, okay, the blueprint is and that's why he went to Tampa. It's like, okay, they have everything I need. I'm the missing link.
Yeah.
Let me call Gronk and let me tell them nigga to bring me Antonio.
Time over there,
and we straight.
Saw what he needed.
He knows what he needs. Yeah.
Okay. And then he knows what the bare minimum he needs to make it happen.
And if you look at a lot of guys in a lot of sports, a lot of good teams, I should say, there's always an unheralded player that makes it work. It's Draymond Green for the Warriors.
Right, yeah.
Hey, I don't care what nobody said. The Bulls, the Bulls and shit was great, but nigga, without the Horace Grants and
without Scotty.
And Scotty was a star, but I'm talking about without exactly.
BJ.
These dudes were like stars in their roles.
Yeah.
So like out of all the role players, that's what I mean. That's what I meant to go to.
Superstar. Like
he's a superstar role player.
Oh my god.
He's a superstar role player, and I think people underestimate that.
Because there's not hella points per game attached to him.
I look at Odell, take the antics away.
God, I'm so sad.
Take the antics away.
What fucking happened? Shout out to Odell, bro.
What do you mean sad?
I felt bad for him to fucking go out. Like, you didn't go out, but to get injured in the Super Bowl, you want to play that, bro. And
nah. If you get injured in the Super Bowl, you want to get injured like Odell did. And I'm gonna explain my point.
He tore his shit, didn't he?
He was dominating the game before he got hurt. Right. See, the narrative on him. Okay. Well, remember, the narrative was.
Let's take that away. Take that away, though. That's got to be heartbreaking.
No, that changes it.
You've been a hooper.
But that changes it all.
Right.
If I get to the game 7 of a finals, right? Remember, I was on the couch, nigga. My team released me.
Right.
They didn't trade me.
Right. Oh yeah. So for the first 6
kick
games
rocks,
of the season,
nigga.
I wasn't even here.
Kick rocks, and then I come to a team that show me love. They got a quarterback that can get me the ball. Yeah. And they got a coach, nigga, that's like, yo, what are y'all doing over there? Let me show you how to use him. Yeah. And I'm balling. I'm getting some of my steam back. I'm a free agent. Playing for crypto.
He got hit.
Playing for pennies, right? I get to go to the game. I get to have a great playoff run that shows I'm still a number 1 caliber receiver. Yeah. And then in the beginning of the game, the guy that just had the greatest receiving gear ever, he's locked down. He can't get open.
Third.
No, what do you mean?
He missed Calvin Johnson's by 47 yards.
No, I don't mean by records. By the yards.
Oh,
I mean, it's the greatest year ever for a wide receiver, and I'll tell you why. Cooper Kupp
Triple Crown.
He
did a lot. Yeah, you're right.
Fuck the Triple Crown. Jerry Rice achieved the Triple Crown over his career. This nigga Cooper Kupp did that shit in 1 season.
Yeah.
And got Super Bowl MVP.
No, but that's what I mean. He's 1 of 5 that did it in a season, not over a career. There's only 5 players in receiver history. And he's in the last 30 years.
When I seen it, I'm gonna have to double check on that because when I seen it, they were saying like he was the only. That's what made it the greatest year ever. It was like, dog.
No,
he did what Jerry Rice did over the course of a 13, 14, however long year career in 1 season. A lot of that shit is just like chance. Like, I mean, you got to be really fucking good, but the chance of you like doing all that.
There's a lot of shit you got to be really good at too. You have to be really good at breaking tackles because it's yards after catch.
No, I get that's what I'm saying.
Your hands.
No, you have to be great, but still, even the greatest of greats, you might not. You could play for fucking 100 years and never achieve that record.
No, Jerry Rice didn't get it over his career. Jerry Rice got it in a season. He's 1 of the 5. He probably averaged 1 over his career.
Oh, okay, yeah. Let me stand corrected on that.
No, there's
shout out to Jerry, man. I had a nice drink and a conversation with Jerry Rice once, man. Good dude.
Yeah, the triple. Hold on. I think
think
he's the best though because he got.
Yeah, man, we in here.
He got the MVP. I don't think Rice got the MVP of his. I think Montana got the
that what it
MVP
was?
of that
Okay.
one, and he got the Super
Yeah, no,
Bowl.
bro, that's tight. Because the thing about Cooper Cup is that like it's the Steph Curry effect.
Yep.
Watch what Steph Curry's son does as a basketball player. And I'm saying if he decides
look what
to.
Dell did.
That's
Look
what
what-
I'm saying,
yeah,
bro.
bro.
And I'm gonna tell you what it is. Their skills are transferable. You get what I'm trying to say? Like there's certain athletes that it's just like, bro, you're blessed with like from the guys in size.
My bad. Last
Your son
person
might
to
not
win
have
the
that.
Triple Crown was Steve Smith in 05. So it's almost been 20 years.
Yeah. So when you think about all that, like you calculate the fact of like when you're a great shooter.
Right.
Now he might not have the career Steph Curry has.
But he's
Just like Steph didn't have the career his dad had.
Yeah.
Right? Steph's a bigger star than his dad. Right. But one thing you know that them motherfucker will be able to do is
shoot that
handle,
ball.
shoot, and pass.
Right.
And those are transferable skills that never get old. Cooper Kupp, I think he had a reverse racism thing going against him.
Right.
When you're the son and the grandson of an NFL player, how in the fuck with his measurables athletically, jumping, running, with his measurables, size,
How you playing football?
he's one of the biggest slot receivers ever.
Yeah.
And he can match up, and you can line him up all across the field. So with that being said, Cooper Kupp, I'm gonna go ahead and stand on it. I think he got white boyed. I think scouts looked at him and was like, "Nah, he's a white guy.
Yeah.
He can't play in the SEC.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, he's a white guy. He can't play in the because he could play some quarterback. Like he could have threw the ball and played a little
It's
quarterback.
The same way when these
They hated on that kid, man. How did he get to Eastern Washington?
It's the same when these black star quarterbacks come out to fucking college and they try to switch their position.
I get it. No, I'm saying it's the same exact thing, and it's like
he just got reversed.
fam, the NFL is just a racist ass organization, bro. Like
oh, you're
we
not,
just like
you're
it.
white. You're supposed to be a tight end or a fucking quarterback or a lineman
or a slot receiver
or somebody on defense
that we take in the
or,
7th,
not
8th
even
round.
somebody on defense because how many fucking defensive backs are defense? They'll
take, but there's still some linebackers.
No,
right?
that's what I mean.
Okay.
It's linebacker and lineman.
Yeah, bro.
There ain't
Like
no defensive backs.
And it's crazy because I just heard Mike Wilbon talking the other day, and he was just like, yeah, it was just not that long ago, like in the 70s, you couldn't have a black center because they thought that they didn't have the mental capacity. Yeah. You couldn't play quarterback because you didn't have the mental capacity. You couldn't play safety because you can't make quick decisions. Like, it's just crazy, bro.
Real quick, talking about football.
That's just crazy,
the black
fam.
history of all football. Shout out Michelle Tafoya. And good luck in your retirement.
She deserves that.
Yep.
Let's talk about that now. Hold on. No, I'm not done. I'm glad you said that because when I seen that, fam, I looked at Michelle Tafoya and I said to myself, she doesn't want to retire. She's just not. When are women on the sidelines in sports,
they want them to be
gonna get to become old and unattractive? Now I'm not saying I'm not. Hold on, let me get this off because I don't want to be disrespectful. Hold on, let me finish. Let me land. I don't want to be I'm not calling her unattractive. Right. She's a beautiful woman.
Right.
What I'm saying is look at some of the old men that's been calling sports since they were.
John Madden called sports damn near to the day he died.
I'm just saying.
Pat Summerall the same.
But in fairness, wait.
Michaels.
Let's exclude former players and coaches because there's a certain thing there that like
stress and
no. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying, there's a certain lineage you have to the sport that excuses you from like you're not there because you're handsome.
Right,
nigga, you can be the ugliest motherfucking fattest dude in the world and get a talking job on TV if you're a challenge coach.
Sports that's not like ageism or sexism like that.
You thinking about Doris?
Yep, Doris Burke.
But I think she's just legendary in the stack. Well, no, because Cheryl Miller has been able to hang around for a while and stuff like that. You right, man, because
and Cheryl Miller played in the
WNBA. Yes, she don't count because she played overseas.
Right, so I'm saying like
she's a hooper.
I'm saying
let's exclude her, but
no,
she still
you can exclude her because it's not that lineage. She played in the NBA. That's
yeah,
still
but I meant like she's still a hooper. No, you're right. I take that back. You're right. That's fair.
Still a whole
no, that's fair.
That's
fair.
That
is fair.
Might not respect you because you're
fair.
a woman, nigga.
Hey, bro,
we don't care that you're Reggie Miller's sister.
If you really think about it, though, like
and think about it, and Doris Burke has no lineage.
Nigga, Cheryl scored 106 though.
Right, but Doris, and think about how dope it is for Doris because Doris doesn't have that lineage. She doesn't have any.
No, Doris is the truth.
Basketball.
I love Doris Burke. Like I think Doris is because the thing is.
And she was great at her job.
Well,
She's knowledgeable as fuck.
The reason why I like Doris Burke is because the game don't change just because you have a vagina versus a penis.
Right.
Basketball is basketball. If you know the game, you
but
can call the game.
But they don't treat her like, oh,
they
you
don't
got to be pretty.
Well, coming in, that's what it was. That's one of the markers.
Hey,
but now
Doris Burke,
it's pretty.
She's still bad.
No, I'm saying, but the thing is, though, look, you got to understand, like now, even with like Robin Roberts and certain people like that, like there are some women, fucking Diane Sawyer and people like that. Like, but I'm just specifically talking about. I ventured off in other sports, but let's just take it back to the NFL.
Wait. Let me before you get off, because I will forget. NFL is hella sexist.
Well,
their cheerleaders.
Well, I know that goes with what we going
their
to.
Cheerleaders compared to basketball cheerleaders, it's just they're sold differently. You know what I'm saying?
No, what do you mean?
Like football, you have the. Well, no, I'm fucking lying. Let me take that away because you do got the Laker girls, just like you got the Dallas cheerleaders. So I'm lying like a motherfucker. It's the same.
Yeah, yeah. No, they definitely exploiting young, pretty females and stuff like that.
Laker girls, I completely forgot.
But what I'm saying, like speaking, like just on the NFL topics, bro. Like the NFL struggles as a league because it's fighting. You can visibly see that it fights for anti-inclusion. Like they, what I mean? And that's cool. Like I'm not one of those, the NFL, like, they're the worst thing ever because of this. It is what it is. They show you who they are. You accept it and you either, deal with their product the best way you can or you don't. I grew up watching a lot of football and over the years have kind of strayed away from the sport because of certain things. But it's still a great product. Nobody can ever deny that. But that Michelle Tafoya thing, even when I seen her face, like when they was doing it, I was just like, it definitely read like, oh, we're pushing you out the back door because you're getting older and we want some younger, fresher faces.
You think so?
It just reeks of that because she's so young.
Right.
She's so young, but then in terms of like what they kind of like mold, and when you get a lot of these young females out there, you can see the newness because they haven't had the opportunity to get the experience as a Michelle Tafoya. Like how much locker rooms have a woman calling, like doing sideline reporting and stuff like that. It's not like a female that played basketball at a very high level and is an Olympian gold medalist. She understands the camaraderie in a basketball setting of a locker room and travel and stuff like that. She can add tidbits from her own experience.
Right.
It even affects the way she asks questions. But when you're a female that's on the outside looking in of football, they keep women as at a fan perspective. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's when you watch college football and watch some of these young, they're good at their jobs, but you can see the like almost awkwardness. Like you're making it awkward when you don't, it's like, I think a long time ago, they should have just had women's football.
Right.
Like if two men can run into each other and headbutt each other with helmets on and get up and keep playing, living under the scene. Why the fuck are we not doing that for females already? When half of the like demographic that watches football on Sundays is probably female.
Right. I know hella women that watch games.
I mean,
hella women that bet on football.
But when the Cowboys lose, nigga, half the Niners fans and other people talking shit to me is females. Nigga, like they be just as invested. It's women that's taking these kids to football practice and shit like that a lot of the times and stuff like that. So to me, rather than just making a pink jersey and charging them extra for it because it's a special edition,
right? Rather
than putting a pink thing on your helmet, why not have women's football?
Or and then they sexualize.
Then they do lingerie football. Right, you got to be in lingerie. I'm like, bro.
Right there,
now
nigga,
the dog in me like it. Like, damn, nigga, she out here kind of bad. But I thought just a while ago, I was talking to my sister. I was like, you know how kind of foul we are as men? I'm like, bro, look at this society. I played football, fam. Mm-hmm. Not at a high level. But I done put on the pads and played some football.
Right.
And dog, it's certain things you kind of build calluses for. So I'm a basketball player that played football. So I'm wearing gloves. I had other niggas as receivers, niggas cold as fuck. They ain't wearing gloves. They didn't built up the callus for that.
Right.
They ain't got long sleeves on. They gonna get hot because they moving. I'm like, nah, it's cold out here, bro. It's certain. I might wear some tights under my pads because I'm like, bro, this turf grass out here is slicing my leg up.
Right.
A football player is football player. That's part of it. I know niggas that, until they get a little scuff or something, they ain't even, the game ain't right.
Right.
Right? All that's fine. Do you think Ray Lewis would be the athlete he is in the NFL in fucking thongs? You just look at all the skin that's
No,
exposed while they
couldn't.
playing football,
You
fam.
can't hit nobody like you should, nigga.
And I'm pretty sure women aren't more comfortable walking around. I mean, yeah, they are because they wear thongs. Nobody's made women wear thong underwear.
Right.
That's their thing. But I'm just saying, fam, like just take the tightest, most restricted. Dog, niggas ain't wearing. What if you just went to a random NFL game and pulled their pants away? It was like, no, you got to wear your underpant protective joints, nigga, like your little, you know what I'm saying, with your pads, all of your little tights and shit. With your niggas, a lot of dudes would not perform well. They would feel uncomfortable. I had a coach in high school in the summertime. Felt like we was playing shit in a tournament. That nigga went in the attic and got some uniforms from like 1947 and made us wear them. Well, nigga, them shits was Daisy Dukes with the flare.
Oh no!
You know the flare.
Right.
They remember when they were baggy wide instead of like long. Man, and I remember thanking God that I wore compression shorts. Because had I not had compression shorts on, bro, you might see a nigga's testicles out there. Like,
swinging.
Dog, it was horrible. And I remember thinking, like, how come I can't shoot a basket? How come I can't make a layup? Nigga, my layups don't feel right, nigga, in layup line. Because I felt like everybody was looking at me like this. Nigga, you see this nigga shorts? Nobody had ever seen that much of my thighs in my life, nigga.
Niggas.
So I just be like, dog, like, we be doing some wild shit. Like, if you put women's basketball in the same time as men's basketball, I guarantee you the WNBA would thrive better.
Yeah, niggas.
But they make like an off-shift weird season. And be like, and then they'll pause it, nigga, for a couple of months and come back. I'm like, nigga, what is this? The playoffs already? I thought the shit just started. Like, what's going on here?
Back to talking about fucking football. Let's talk about that halftime show now.
Oh, we can get on that.
A lot of y'all motherfuckers is complaining. Like, a lot of y'all complaining, and I've seen a lot of complaining over, like, oh, it's short because it's a rap show and all this extra shit. Mind you, like, bruh, the halftime show is not as short as you think it is, but you had 5 artists. Okay, you have 5 artists performing songs. You're not getting full fucking legendary Prince, Michael Jackson performances out of these.
Well, they might bring somebody out for the last song or like for a quick second at one song.
And it's like, what did you expect them to do? Give them 45 minutes? The halftime show is 15 to 20 minutes. It is. And when you think of all the pageantry and all the lead up to songs and all the intros and all the this and all the that and Dr. Dre playing piano at one point and you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of stuff that goes into that and you're like, it's too short.
That boy on the drums.
That boy Anderson. What I tell you? I said it'd been
Packers
hard
my
if they
nigga.
had Anderson was gonna be.
Yeah, that's my nigga. I had a feeling he would be
somehow.
because his he's fit for that. Like his musical skill set.
I just don't get the complaints. Now,
so tell me the
not-
complaints you've been hearing. That's what you've been
it is
hearing.
Not
It's too short.
just a bunch of shit. Just or like people made fun of like Mary and like her singing and shit like that. But you don't understand.
They don't understand the audio.
There's no.
That shit sounded way better in house.
The Super Bowl forces you to really perform. They don't give you a TV track. They don't give you that. You don't get that.
And they don't produce it in that way. Like it's not the Grammys. So like they don't even care.
But they don't want it to be like.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
no,
I want it to be a concert.
Let me land. What I'm saying is that in the middle, the Super Bowl halftime show, it's more spectacle for the TV audience. But the people that's there, I guarantee you, they heard a different audio presentation over the microphones. It happens a lot of times when you're doing like when they're live streaming through like live shows and live events, like you know what I mean.
And then
and what Mary 50 something.
And then let's talk about she was so thickums. Looking
Yes, sir.
good at 50 something. Shout out to Mary.
Well, let me get mine off about the show.
Okay.
The first part about what we're saying. Like, I think, first, my opinion is this. I think it was a beautiful, like, OD to two things. Hip hop, because it is the first basically rap themed halftime show. And West Coast hip hop, what it brought. I can't say West Coast hip hop. Dr. Dre and the Snoop Dogg tree of that whole thing. Because they didn't add NWA, and that's because the NFL wasn't having that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say it's an OD to West Coast because there's a lot of the game wasn't up there. He did a lot for the West Coast, nigga. You know what I'm saying? I could say the game held the bar, held it on his shoulders longer than Kendrick did. Yeah. when it was still regional to an extent. You feel me? So E40 wasn't up there, right? So Cube, it's a lot of people. So
okay, let's talk about that. How was
the
Cube?
NWA? Because Cube was in what rap group? Cube's career is marred in being a certain type of rapper.
Yeah.
Not until West Side Connection did he start making just a lot of hip hoppy, urban, club type songs and shit like that. Ice Cube is America spelled with the KKK and. You know what I'm saying? F the police, all that type of lyrical shit. You ain't sneaking nothing in there. Now, what I would say to it is that I thought the show was good. I thought it was well executed for the time slot, and giving everybody a chance to do their little thing. Mm-hmm. 50 got to come in, do his little thing. They still got to give you some Mary. I'm going to be honest with you, though, and this is the most unpopular opinion. I think when I'm thinking like, okay, Hov, you doing the West, you giving the OD to the West Coast, because the first Hov halftime show was in Miami,
right? And it was what?
Or in Florida, and it was Hispanic, right? J Lo, all the Hispanic stars, which is cool for that demographic. Okay, do your thing. Like now, and I see what Hov did. He snuck it in there, because now if the second one was in Miami, you might have seen some different people.
Rick Ross.
You might have seen Rick Ross. You might have seen a couple little. You know what I mean? Trina and all them motherfuckers pop up or something like that. But I get it. Mm-hmm. Now you have a successful one. The second one, you do the hip hop shit. I get it. To me, I would, and this is not on no hater shit. I don't think Kendrick should have been up there. I don't think. Now, when I say this, I don't mean that they're not deserving in their career. You get what I'm saying? Because if you announce next year that Kendrick's doing halftime, I'm not mad at that. I'm like, oh, nigga, okay, that's dope. Same thing with an Eminem. Eminem's already done one. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying for like the West Coast, Kendrick is still very new, even though he has albums of work and we've placed them high. I'm looking at it like, bro, there's a couple of West Coast artists that I felt like, man, should have got that chance. Instead of Mary J. Blige, as much as I love her, save her for the New York, New Jersey run. And where's Brandy at? Brandy's from Los Angeles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a couple people for that sound in that era that would have brung it all the way home. But this was more like some Death Row, Interscope type OD type shit, which is still dope. It was a dope show. I like the stage presence of everybody. I like the choreography of the Crip Walk. That to me is the craziest shit ever.
Walking on a motherfucking national television.
That was crazy.
That was lit.
And then, me, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my little New York bias in there, my whole little flag. I think it was dope that he did Still Dre. Because out of all the songs, I think that there's the only reason why Dr. Dre did that is to like throw one back to Hov, nigga. Like, oh, nigga, because why would you do Still Dre?
Yeah, you got hits everywhere,
and in such a limited time with you and Snoop to pay homage to L.A. Like, nigga, I was kind of like, damn, nigga, the song selection is kind of weird, but maybe they had to be a certain level of commercial.
M taking the knee.
The same way I felt. This is my thing, and this is my thing from everybody that wants to speak on black liberating issues that don't happen to be black. You could only move when you're comfortable, right? I would never say, "Oh, well, it's time now." Like, what took you so long, nigga? He ain't been at the NFL every game performing,
right?
So I respect it. I think that it was dope that he did that.
Niggas told him don't do it,
and he should have did it. Well, that came
Snoop,
out.
Don't wear no bandana.
Yeah, but they said that came out. There's two stories to that, because I'm hearing that was not true, but then how do you know? I don't know. I don't know. I could see them saying don't wear no bandana shit, and I could see them telling Eminem, the rebellious white boy, like, hey, don't get up here with your black friends and think you're gonna kneel to make it okay, right? But I appreciate that shit. I appreciate him in the gesture, because he don't have to do that. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm never gonna like knock anybody for anything like that. To me, that's corny. Some people be like, oh, well, it's too late, or, why are you doing it now? And to me, I think M shouldn't have never admitted to the world that he did the Donald Trump freestyle to get a reaction out of Donald Trump. Yeah. Because there's those naysayers there that'll be like, see, it wasn't genuine. Yeah. He only did it at BET. Well, nigga, who else is doing ciphers and freestyles? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
you can only
some
do
shit
it when
you kind of gotta like. I get it. I'm with the people's fan, but
because what's taking the knee at every Eminem show gonna do?
Nothing.
Not a damn thing. And he don't. Eminem's not that nigga that's at. He don't be at Pistons games. He ain't at Lions games.
No, but think about
this
it.
Nigga don't just
Let's say,
be,
like you said, he does it every game, every show. This is out to my put on a Cap jersey, bring Cap out, and do a kneel.
Don't mean shit.
Every time the media talks about the show, they just gonna cut that part out. Yeah. So he knows that. So he's just like, well, shit. When do I have all eyes on me?
Super, bro.
Let's do it. So I respect it, man. And it was subtle. It wasn't drawn out. It wasn't like he did something that, stopped the show and made everybody feel awkward. Like, oh my gosh. Like, no, it's just like, let me take this knee one time. You know what I mean? Because I think that was foul. Cap is a good kid, man. A good dude.
Dope dude.
So it's just like a lot of people, M might know Cap. M might have been there because he's one of those people that's infectious. Like if you run into him, you'll come out of that liking him.
You know who I can't fucking stand?
Who?
Marcellus Wiley.
Let's talk about it, King.
I can't. Just because we're on the, just because we're talking about.
Let's talk about it.
Oh my! I want to slap the fuck out that bald head nigga.
So this is the thing about
I can't stand
about
him, bro.
Marcellus and his. This is my opinion about
whack,
people that's
he's
like
whack as fuck, bro. Period.
I think the thing with him is we know he went to Ivy League school. He's intelligent, but I think that's like almost it's become his shtick. Right. He used to just be like an ex-football player that grew up in hip hop culture from Compton. He kind of repped it a little bit, and he would make points, sensical points and stuff like that, and you could tell he was educated. But now he's almost like at a space where he comes off where he's talking down a lot, and where it's like, oh, I'm the Columbia grad that understands this. You all think it's this way, but it's not really this way. This is how it is. And he takes that angle almost every time. That show's become it was a cool show, and then it got way too political when that one black dude was on there that was kind of like a staunch Republican.
Who else I can't Emmanuel.
Acho. So that's what I'm trying to get to.
I can't stand
so now
him or
those
his
two,
brother.
those two are both like highly educated dudes and stuff like that, former NFL players, millionaires, and they just speak in a space that I think common sports fans don't frequent. So on certain subject matters, they bring great points and it makes sense.
On some shit,
but then some shit is like, dog, y'all going way too deep about this. Like, you get what I'm saying? You're trying too hard to make this an intellectual conversation or debate, right. And it's really football, bro. It's really just basketball.
So much shit to say about Cap, bro.
See, let me tell you that too, though. And then, I shout out to Cap. That's my man's. A lot of that was jealousy, and I don't mean surface level jealousy. Like, here's this dude, he's getting shit that we want that I'm working to get. No, I mean jealousy. Like, Cap was doing his thing, right? Cap was on his Reno boy shit, man. He was knocking them down and doing his thing and balling and getting love for it. And it's already quarterback hate. Mm-hmm. But then when you're a black quarterback that gets praised for having tattoos, and they all get looked at as the thugs of football, and just certain things that the media was doing with Colin Kaepernick. And Cap will tell you they were doing this because they were looking at his parents and not realizing that this was a foundational black American kid. Cap will tell you that. A lot of people did not, in the media space and stuff, like even was it one of the black dudes for the Patriots? I can't think of his name. Well, I can't remember which one it was, so I don't want to call his name. But they talks on TV a lot. When the whole shit kicked off, he had to apologize to Cap because when they asked him about it, he was just like, "Oh, I don't know why he's making a big deal of all that. Like, it's not his fight anyways. He's not even black." Because a lot of people thought Cap was like Middle Eastern or like Arabic or some shit like that, like some different race that they didn't know that he was an African American kid. And it was like, wait, what? Like, so when he realized that, and especially until he grew his hair out. Mm-hmm. But if you watch his movie, Black and White, that's why the adults around him almost banished him from letting his hair grow. Because that's when he looked like a Negro. That's when his grow, like, oh shit, that's a black dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, so it's a lot to that. I get it. It's a good show in times, but I feel you, bro. Like, I didn't think nobody else was on that but me. That's why I never said nothing. I'd be turning that shit off sometimes. Like, bro, was it the Joe Rogan? It was some recent shit they was talking about that kind of had me burnt out too. But then again, I started learning, and like FBA Americans have to understand this, that like we have a different experience than some of our Nigerian brothers and sisters that live here, or some of our Congolese or West African brothers and sisters that move here and live here in a completely different perspective. they don't necessarily go through some of the same things we go through here systemically growing up, right? So it's a different perspective, and sometimes I got to remind myself that, like, oh, okay, that's what this is. Like, you know what I mean? This is just, perspectively speaking. It's almost like Israel Adesanya at his press conference. I love Israel Adesanya. He's a Nigerian that grew up in New Zealand, but he frequents the hip hop space. Understandably, it's worldwide now. All I would say is most humans would be offended when a person that's not from that human tribal group, not even from the country, chimes in and basically is like, "Oh, I'm black, so I could speak for these people." Like, like a Asian kid in California don't get to necessarily speak for a kid in North Korea, and no one would ever expect them to. In no way would that kid in California think that he can get on a microphone and excuse an offense made to a North Korean kid by someone else because they're friends. And so that's what that flag represents. That's what, like, all that represents, just inclusion and just getting to a place of common respect. Right. Some of these things, ESPN and FS1, this is the bullshit part of America where, like, you hear it in the comments. A lot of people are getting turned off from sports because they watch these shows and it gets so political. And they're like, damn, am I watching Fox News or like FS1? Am I watching CNN or MSNBC? Right. Or am I watching fucking First Take? Like, what's going on? Because ESPN got that shit back. Their cultural pandering. My thing is, just be inclusive. If you stop being racist, corporate America, and non-inclusive, you don't have to pander to women or gays or LGBTQ, black people, straight white men. You don't have to pander to nobody if you just be fucking fair and inclusive. So when you watch ESPN, dog, I grew up loving Stephen A. Smith. But sometimes I just be like, dog, what they got this man up here doing? They gave you this $10 million a year contract, told the world they gave it to you, and was like, first off, you're going to work every show. Like, you're going to be all over the place. They just be having them talk about shit that I'm like.
Bro, when they had him on the UFC fight, dog. And then the niggas was making fun of him like he don't even. Of course, like he's a sportscaster, but he covers what, basketball.
Stephen A. Smith played college basketball.
Right.
He was a basketball player.
He covers basketball. He don't cover football. He wasn't right when you showed him on the football screen. He wasn't right when you showed him at the MMA fight.
The thing about football, most basketball and football players can live in the space, of course,
but not fighting.
But fighting is a sport that you have to dedicate time to have knowledge of, especially a new phenomenon like the MMA. And it's not new in terms of like 1-2 years, but it's new in terms of like comparison to boxing. Stephen A. knows boxing,
right?
But you probably grew up watching boxing. He didn't grow up watching UFC or Bellator or none of that shit. Right. That's a job that he has. Like, we pay you this much money. You're famous.
On ESPN. So
we want to bring some of your audience to this sport. ESPN bought this shit and got this contract. Go up there and do your best. It's like Joe Rogan said it. Joe Rogan said he loved Snoop's commentary, but fighters are sensitive to that. You know, some fighters is like, bro, if you ain't never been in here getting your arm broken, twisted, and kick somebody in the face, shut the hell up talking about it. Right? Most athletes have grown past that. They've grown a callus to get past that. Like, dog, the average dude, coach at the person at the combine or scout can't do and never was able to do what they're critiquing you on. Right. You just got to let that go.
But he's fucking knowledge in what you're doing.
He's knowledge in what they want. Right. And that's the thing. I question that knowledge all the time. That's how a white kid that stands 6'2", runs a 4-something-40, like all the black kids, jumps high as fuck. Nigga, if you took Cooper Kupp on the court, I could throw that nigga live from half court. He gonna be windmill dunking like everybody else. But because he's an American-born white kid, the thought is he's not. He could never run with the brothers, those savages. He could not run with them. Right. Up. Right. So he falls, and to an extent, and Eastern Washington. This is I don't know if this sounds racial or whatever. If he was a black kid, it would make more sense. Black kids are constantly overlooked, sometimes for different reasons. Usually when you get a white kid that's an all-world athlete, now I'm not trying to say that a white kid automatically gets to go pro because he's a white kid and he's good. That's bullshit. But what I'm saying is those can't miss prospect. For football, he's like a LeBron James prospect. And the only reason why I'm driving this home is because I'm like, it's the same thing I used to say about Steph Curry. How the fuck he end up at Davidson?
Yep.
Shame on everyone.
Yep.
Because you seen him play. He played a national schedule. It's racism. Steph Curry wasn't some dark-skinned, 6'5" and up black kid that looks like he just grew up eating mussels, nigga, and dunking on everybody screaming. He didn't fit the racial stereotypes of a top-tier basketball player.
Right.
So he got overlooked. He been killing these niggas since. Go look at his high school tape. Right? Mm-hmm. It's the same thing with Cooper Kupp. Go look at his high school tape. How the hell he didn't get an Alabama scholarship? Or Auburn, like no team in that. I question the coaching and the scouting of the SEC. Because if you just go get all the like top tier black kids that feel like if they come to your school, they got a chance to go to the NFL because other black kids went to your school and went to the NFL, and you got those kids that are now millionaires giving them money and talking to them and coercing them to come to your school. Where's the talent at really? Right. Are you really that great of a coach? Right. Because when all of a sudden you're missing these kids now in the last 2 years because of COVID, now Nick Saban, now you motherfuckers can't coach. Mm-hmm. There's mid-major coaches that don't get top 150 recruits that are better coaches because they're making it to the Sweet 16 with guys you never heard of.
Shit, look at Prime. Look at Prime. What he's doing over there in Jackson.
He's doing two things. He's showing you, I can coach. I can develop talent, and he's showing you perception is everything. You can't racially say that black people are just naturally more athletic and then think black college kids aren't going to be athletic.
Right.
Think that you're not going to get the good athletic workout because you're playing against all black kids mostly. Mm-hmm. Like that don't even make sense based on the stereotype. Like which one is true? Right, so
because like both can't. That's one of them things. That
both can't be true. Black college sports can't be unathletic or second tier to white college sports. They're only second tier in finances and like media support, right? But athletic wise, like these are you can dare if you're going off that racist narrative, that might be a more athletic league per capita per person, right?
Yeah, the HSBCU might be fucking.
I mean, you can watch the game.
Yeah.
Look, HSBCU.
Those football games, nigga.
My
God.
They send talent to the league every year.
Yeah.
You can go to the NFL going to HBCU. If you're good enough, you're going to the NFL.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington's son made it to the NFL out of HBCU. So it's just one of those things that like it's just all misnomer and misconception. But I'm just it just rubbed me the wrong way about the Cooper Kupp shit. And I talk about this all the time in reverse. So it hit me the same way. I'm just like, damn. When he got it fucked me up because when he got the MVP award, bro, I don't want to see no young lion emancipated that way. Like, I didn't got the MVP award and he was like, man, I don't deserve this, man. And I don't think he was saying that on some Tom Brady shit, like trying to act like, I'm not as good as I am or, like. I think he genuinely felt that way because he didn't even have 100 yards receiving. No. But I'm like, they don't win the game without him. No. And they had him shut down. And then your number 1A goes down. Yeah. And now I've been an athlete before. Now you like shit, nigga. It's on me. Your teammates is going over to you on the sideline. Hey, dog, I know they got you doubled and woo, but we need you. Yeah. And Matthew Stafford threw the ball to like two people. Was like, you know what? Fuck it. He marched 78 yards down the field with one receiver. Hey, that's a good question, Matt.
Motherfucking Madonna and the Rolling Stones.
Yeah, it's going to be some shit like that. It'll be like one of the old legacy acts. Because we don't have that.
Dion.
We have, you know who it's going to be? Panic at the Disco. Because they're born and raised in Vegas. And then it might be like, I'm
Usher maybe because he has a residency.
What's the kid's name? It's a rapper that's from here. That song.
Dizzy Wright?
Dizzy Wright, maybe?
Nah, he's not big enough.
He's not big enough, but he's local, so he might get like a little.
Oh, he get a little.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like they run you in, run you out, like how MIA did that one time, and like, hopefully, if they show love, that'll be a big look for him.
Or Neo, but Neo ain't really.
Neo, yeah, because he's from Vegas, not from Vegas. It's like a second home to him. Yeah. Who else? Like we don't really have nobody. Damn, that sucks. Oh, nigga, they might have old boy. Well, you can't even do a halftime show with just comedy, because old boy from the Tonight Show, the niggas from Vegas.
They wouldn't do that. It's a music thing.
Damn, I don't know, bro. You know what they could do?
Elton John,
Circus Olay.
Nah,
they'll just have music playing and do like some Circus Olay type shit, nigga, with all type of.
Gonna be Rolling Stones or somebody.
Yeah. A Michael Jackson impersonator, Prince Elvis impersonator or something. I don't know. That'll be wild.
Because with Jay-Z on it, it's not going to be nobody non-famous.
They're not going to do no corny shit like that,
right.
Yeah.
It's going to be Rolling Stones.
Funny thing is, if that shit end up in New York anytime soon, Hov performing,
yeah,
that nigga about to put himself down like, I got that one.
NFL ain't going to be, like, abso-fucking-lutely. Please do.
Hey, the thing that's crazy, bro, is like
it's the same when if he puts Beyonce on it.
I was
like
iffy
right
with
now.
the NFL shit with the Rock Nation, because sometimes what the NFL represents, but I'm just like, bro, some entities ain't going nowhere. Like you have to work with them to change and to like develop certain things, or else it's just, you know, they own the sport.
Yeah.
And I realized like I'm not a football player at heart like that. If somebody told me right now, and I don't even hoop no more, but if somebody told me right now, hey, bro, we got to start watching this basketball shit. This shit foul. No. Dog, you might be calling me a UT. Yeah. Well, I need to keep a sellout. You going to catch me watching some games and shit like, damn.
Highlights or something.
Right. So I get it, man. Like, you know, it's a constant thing. I think the NFL halftime shows sometimes are overrated.
Oh, yeah.
Because the expectations have been moved high because of certain artists. Like, with Prince, Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston. I seen Elton John kill that shit one time. Who else was it? It was somebody else that I think did a good job, but I don't remember who it was. I don't know, bro. If I'm being fair, you know, I'm all about hip hop. If I'm being fair, I don't think rap is a good, like, I don't think rapping does well. Nah, it just don't sound the same, bro. Like, I need to see Kanye. Like, M was dope because M makes stadium music. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Kanye would be.
Kanye makes stadium music. Like, Jay-Z has some stadium songs, but he don't really make stadium music. He can live in that space and do a good show. All right. But look, let's get back to it. Mary J. Blige, if I'm keeping it real, she's a legend. I'll go to her show for her voice.
But here's the thing with Mary J.
Not
Blige,
performing, right.
She's hit and miss with her voice.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what all vocalists are to a lot of times. Like only the top. There's only you don't hear that about Beyonce. You don't hear that about elite perfectionists that might cancel a show if that's a possibility. Nah, my shit.
I'm hoarse right now. It ain't
cancel that. They're that moving. They're that big. Who else? Like, and then in fairness, you'll respect this. Tell me if I'm wrong. It seems like modern acts have, like, because of trial and error, they record music that they can perform live. Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure with Mary and her era and Mariah and people like that, they had them in there just showing off their vocal range and ability. But if you look at the arrangement of the songs, like, you can't sing this live. No. There's no way in hell you're going to go from that to over here to doing all that. You know what I'm saying?
The one song, Get Crunk Up On It in the Dancery, that shit is not a live stadium song.
That's not a song that's meant to sound very
now, if you
authentic live.
Dre's,
it's crazy.
It's lit.
It's going to get popping.
Right.
But if you put 20,000 in the stadium.
Put that in T-Mobile Arena?
No. Yeah, that's not going to sound the same. So you get it. That's their thing, right? Yeah. All right, so okay, that makes sense. When I heard Kanye say that, like, yeah, man, I forgot what album it was, but he was like, yeah, when I recorded this, I thought to myself, like them old 80s, 70s bands, I wanted it might have been My Beautiful Dark Fantasy or Life of Pablo. It was one of them that he was saying that, like in the studio, like in a press release, and he was like, "Yeah, man." And when he coined it like that, I was like, "Stadium music." Then I just thought about Nirvana. I thought about U2. There's certain legendary group, nigga, TLC makes stadium music.
Oh yeah.
They make those songs that like the crowd. Digital Underground. Think a more modern, like a more older, like group, but like the Humpty Dance, and there is performance song music. Yeah. Every rap Outkast. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? But every rap group don't have it. Nigga, I don't. Wu-Tang like gets away with it, but I don't think they necessarily make
Wu-Tang
stadium music.
Stadium music
they got
8 people.
Right.
I
guess you're right.
Stadium
by
energy.
Default, like that's what it is.
Stadium
they have
energy.
their energy matches.
Yes.
Like you
that's
could facts.
Put them in a fucking arena, and you put them in an arena in China.
Yeah,
it's bananas,
lit.
nigga.
Yeah, it's going lit. It's going dummy. That's crazy.
Not even China. Put them in an arena in any part of any other country.
Yeah, it's going crazy.
It's fucking.
Because when you said China, I'm thinking like shit, New Zealand, anywhere like. Eastern Europe.
You can't put Outkast for a Super Bowl because Andre 3000 is not performing. Because that would be one of the littest Super Bowls ever.
Okay, Damn, was it Graduation? Yeah, it was you know what? That makes sense. Graduation is definitely a stadium album. Yeah. But to what he said about the about Outkast, Outkast would be dope.
Outkast at stadium.
Now let's venture into that. What's up with Big Boy and 3 Stacks?
3 Stacks don't want to rap no more. He had his time.
But are they cool though?
Yeah.
And he be still doing verses and shit.
It'd be like our relationship if I didn't move here and we didn't have this podcast.
I feel that.
You my nigga.
Yeah, but no, it's a little different because we ain't make about 100 M's together and like.
Yes, it would be because it'd be the same thing if I decided like, hey,
yeah, you're right. No, you're right.
I'm done.
Yeah, you're right.
You might not hear from me, but every
couple, that's facts. No, that's facts.
But there ain't
nothing changed,
nigga,
right?
Though.
Yeah,
like nigga, if anybody talks to me, like that's my
I was just on the phone with him.
Yeah,
nigga, that's just crazy though.
I'm not saying that Andre 3 Stacks doesn't rap, but does he do shows?
I ain't seen that motherfucker in public.
Exactly, nigga does
in about
verses
8
for
years.
sure. He does features, but does he do shows? You have a better chance of catching him in New York playing the flute than you do on an Outkast show somewhere.
That shit is funny because I remember one time he was trending because hella random people was like, bro, they was all tweeting like, bro, I just seen Outkast in Soho walking down the street playing a flute. Like, damn.
Yeah, he still raps. Trick Daddy doesn't have enough songs.
You know what happened with Trick though? Trick is one of those legends that probably didn't.
Juvenile, if they did have that shit in New Orleans, would be fucking bananas.
That would be bananas. Ooh. But sometimes even with Juvie, he might be one of them dudes that have to be like invited by another big star.
No, you would have to have all the Cash Money.
Yeah, he wouldn't get it by himself.
Juvie only had one album or two. No, he had like 3 or 4. But his big is 2 hits. What do
you could do Trick
that?
And bring the whole crew, the whole camp.
But Juvenile can't do it by himself. What is he gonna do? Back that ass up in slow motion
7 times, and that shit would be rack.
Or is he gonna have a live band that does an 8-minute breakdown in each song? You feel what I'm saying? It'd have to be all the Cash Money. Lil Wayne could do it by himself.
You know what I would do if it was New Orleans though? Check this. I would do Cash Money, No Limit.
Yeah.
I'd do both.
Wayne could do it by himself.
Wayne could do it by himself for sure, because that's Wayne.
So Def could do it as.
But that's still, I feel like that's still us being culturally biased as hell. We're all the 3 of us are saying that because we some hip hop heads.
So Def could do it dope as a whole collective in Atlanta.
Yeah, they could. So Def could. Ooh,
that'd be hard as fuck.
Yeah. See, I wonder. That's the thing that.
But what sucks about that is you'd be missing Crisscross.
I want to see a Detroit one.
No, because there's not enough big artists.
What you mean?
Fucking Eminem.
Big Sean, Eminem. Nigga, there's what you talking
Big
about.
Sean could do it by himself.
That's true. But look, this is the thing though.
Big Sean.
Detroit would be dope, nigga. Because like if Tigres. But
he
even
wouldn't
if you,
they wouldn't put him on TV.
I feel like Detroit is gonna be the one city that would sneak some underground heads like legends in. You feel me?
Like Slum Village.
And fat cat niggas like that. I think Detroit will be the one city that you might see them kind of dudes on stage.
But they're not featured on anybody big. They're not featured on anything.
I mean, M probably could pull that together though. M and Sean. Between M and Sean, they probably can get, you know what I'm saying? It's just wishful thinking.
If you don't get the fuck out of here, Matt.
Who do you say?
I did a show with her one time.
Word?
We opened for her. Black
That's
Rock
dope.
did.
That's dope. Was she cool?
Yeah. Only thing is like the females on stage you're like, are they?
Right.
Or are they?
Right.
Like I got. Because there's a nigga up there too. He was all the way.
What about they had one in Frisco? I almost said the Bay or Oakland, but nigga, we got the Oakland team now here.
Dog, you would have E40.
You know what?
You would have.
Nah, you could probably do that with the Vegas. They'll probably have legendary. They'll probably do some Ice Cube, East 40.
They're not going
Too
to do
short
rap
type
on
shit.
that one, though. They're going to take that opportunity
No,
to be
you're
able
right.
to steer away from rap because they know in almost every other region that they have this fucking Super Bowl at, there's rap. You go to Texas, rap. You
know who they going to fuck around and have here?
Who?
Like Diplo or somebody, nigga. It's going to be one of them DJs.
Ooh.
It's going to be one of them dubstep DJs or
But
like.
Diplo's from Atlanta.
Okay, well, I was just using him as that. What's the Asian kid? Steve Aoki.
The Steve Aoki is from like back east somewhere, like Portland.
I
or
know.
Some shit. Tiesto is from a different country.
Damn.
The niggas have residency.
Hey,
here.
2 Chainz, nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I seen 2 Chainz in Vegas. He was booming off some shrooms, nigga. It was lit.
2 Chainz could do a Super Bowl by himself.
2 Chainz could do it because he got those kind of hits.
Yeah.
Nigga, I seen Flow Rider do a Super Bowl before. Like Flow Rider and what's the other Hispanic dude that?
Do you know who in his day could have did it?
Who?
Fabulous. I can't deny it, nigga. That's a stadium song.
Oh, if they go to New York, yeah, he got some songs that could play. They wouldn't give it to Fab though.
Breathe.
Get it? Ooh.
Breathe, my nigga.
Yeah, but I don't think Fab would get it. That'd be hard. That's another one of those fan favorite type things where you'd be like, yo.
Philly.
If I already know who's doing Philly.
Freeway, Meek. You have to do.
I know who's got Philly on lock just because of the relationships that he got.
Oh, Meek.
Meek is doing that joint.
No, Freeway too. Freeway still don't got bad blood with fucking Hove.
No, well, that's facts. That's the whole relationship. You're right. No, I'm tripping. He's still on Rock Nation.
And I don't even think Beans has fucking.
But I'm talking about the state and the team owner. That's the nigga. That nigga flew the fit nigga to the prison. Nigga to fuck with Meek.
But this is what I'm saying. It'd be those 3 on that show.
Eve, they'll bring Eve out.
Is she from Philly?
She from Philly.
Nah, Eve, I think they do Eve from New York because Rough Riders are New York based.
No, but she's a Philly legend though.
Yeah.
And she broke out of that Rough Rider shit and had her own career, a little pop shit. Who else from Philly? Oh, nigga, the Roots.
Hold on.
They're gonna have the Roots.
That'd be the
for
band.
sure.
They're gonna be the band.
Yeah, the Roots doing it for sure.
And they're gonna have a song or two.
Jill
Hold
Scott
on.
and them.
Do you know Rest of Soul, DMX? Oh my God.
If they played that
they
stop,
gave
drop,
him-
shut them down. Yeah, hey, I would say this, and this is what I was getting to. As much as I love hip hop, we got to step up our performances sometimes. Because there's certain hip hop artists that put energy into live dope performances.
Oh.
And then there's certain that's just that rapping, just standing there rapping
But
shit.
They would never, oh my God, DMX, dog, at a fucking
DMX would light a Super Bowl
show.
up.
There'd be a prayer in it. They'd be mad at him for that.
Dog, his
'Cause
Super Bowl shit would be
do you know
crazy.
who they wouldn't give it to, but who would be crazy? Busta Rhymes. Nigga.
Dog, if
You
Busta
get Busta
Rhymes.
Rhymes a fucking Super Bowl show? Please. He's got almost all his hits are stadium music.
Not even hits, bro. Songs.
Or stadium
all of his
music,
songs are,
nigga.
even if you like them or not, they're made for like loud energy, that type of shit. Who could do it as a like? What
Wale
women?
would be dope for
Like for the what's the name of their team now?
Ooh, a Rock Nation one, bro.
Hey, that's crazy.
A Rock Nation Super Bowl, nigga.
That would be crazy.
Meek, Jay-Z, Wale, J. Cole, Rihanna. Cole.
There's some other people that we probably missing, and different genres.
Nigga, oh my
The
God.
Rock Nation got a couple different genres, so jeez. See, that's what I'm interested in. Like, are they gonna keep playing with it like that?
Right.
Because The first two that he did are different.
Hold on. Fuck that. They would never give it to him. The Locks. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
If you see the Locks come out MetLife Stadium.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I'm not going to lie to you. And it's only because, like, a couple weeks ago, I fucked around and threw in that Bad Boy in the Family. It was just like, dog.
There's so much shit on that.
There's some hits on there that we kind of forgot. There's some joints that we kind of forgot about.
A Bad Boy reunion.
That's what I was about to get to. Like,
Super
if they
Bowl.
did a Bad Boy reunion, it'd be dope.
Can't do Tribe Called Quest because we don't have Fife.
Well, Bad Boy don't got big.
Yeah, but you have enough hits without.
That is true. Yeah, Fife dog. Yeah, Tribe would
Tribe
be
has
nice.
no hits without him.
Tribe would be nice though.
Think about that. And they weren't a conglomerate.
De La
record
Soul
label.
would be dope.
They don't have no.
It'll be on some straight hip hop shit. That'll be
Yeah.
on some straight hip hop
You'd have to
shit.
do that for basketball. That could
Yeah,
be
that's a
basketball's
basketball halftime
show.
crowd. Yeah, for sure.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
man.
that'd be a good
Oh, he did say De
basketball.
La Soul. My bad. I didn't mean to step on your shit, Matt. Yeah, but De La Soul would be dope. It'd be some jazzy shit though. Yeah, that'd be cool, man.
Nigga,
That'd be cool.
Rest his soul, and he's young, but he could have did it. Mac Miller would have had a.
I thought about saying that.
Great.
I thought about
Super
saying Mac
Bowl
Miller.
show.
I'm
And
a
he could
salamander.
He could go either way with it. He could do his little singing shit. He
And then
that's dope
finish
as
it off
fuck,
emo.
and keep it all rap, nigga. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, bro? He could do it.
I really like Mac Miller.
MGK could do it.
MGK's talented too.
Nigga, Lil Dicky could do it.
I'm not going. He probably got the talent to do it. I just ain't. I don't.
No,
know
you
none of
ain't
his
jacking
shit.
and
Yeah.
pause, but
Yeah, like no, I'm not
nigga,
knocking him either.
His
though.
energy.
Yeah, no, I can see that. That's why I said I'm not about to do it. I'm not about to say he can't because energetic wise, like he definitely radiates that type of MC. You know what I'm saying?
You know who couldn't do it though, and they I think they would try to, but he's nigga Wiz. He don't have enough energy,
The thing about Wiz shit,
and he ain't a Snoop.
Wiz is
Where
a lot
Snoop
like
has like
Wiz is like Hove, and kind of like Snoop in that regard. But I get what you was about to say. Jay Z
Snoop could do it
concerts,
by himself.
Jay Z captivates a big audience by like a speaker.
Yeah.
You know what
But
I'm
I
saying?
don't think Wiz has either one of.
Wiz
I
is
think
so cool and free flowing and
he
shit.
just- That's not enough
that,
to
like-
keep that. It's just not enough.
It would have to be the reason why it couldn't be a Super Bowl because that's too wide of a
It's too
crowd.
big.
Now if he had he could do a stadium full of Wiz fans.
Yes, I'm not saying.
Yeah, but not
I'm
just a
talking about
random
Super
like
Bowl.
yeah. I get what you're saying. Like people would like zone out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts. You have to be into his shit, like into the vibe to like really do that.
Like, if the Super Bowl's ever in Cleveland, Bone could do it.
Just Bone.
Yeah, Bone would need nothing else.
They probably have Bone and UGK. I mean MGK.
Yeah, but
He's from
Bone
Cleveland.
could do it by themselves. Bones has enough hits, and they made stadium music.
Yeah, that's facts. They're iconic enough too.
Nigga.
But Bone might not ever get their shit because nigga, they Bone Thugs in Harmony.
Damn, New York though.
New York got a lot of people that could
Dog, that'd be the hardest.
that
show.
deserve it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people in New York that deserve that opportunity. I think it was just dope just to see some rappers that are traditional rappers, that like got to get that shine.
Could you imagine seeing "Break Your Neck" by Busta Rhymes at the Super Bowl?
Dog, no, no, dog. That shit with him and Janet. He just got all.
Dog.
Give me some more.
Yeah.
Nigga, and then Spliff gonna go ham.
Do. Oh my god!
That crowd
again,
would go
nigga,
crazy.
Yeah, bro.
Ooh, that crowd would go.
I might go
crazy.
to jail because I might try to get to the stage. nigga.
Right,
Like,
man.
That drop, nigga.
Do.
Do.
Then they don't even make beats like that no more, fam.
Please know the who. Cause I hope you ain't talking about Busta Rhymes. Nigga.
You said 2 Live Crew?
He said, "Please know the who." Cause you be a damn fool to say Busta.
Bus
Rhymes
going.
wouldn't do it. That'd be one of the best fucking halftime performances you ever seen. He's got one of the best.
Trying to
shows
think of
you've
who we
ever seen,
forgetting.
bro.
Trying to think of who we might be forgetting though. We forgetting somebody.
Where's Bruno from?
Shit. That's a great question. That nigga's Bruno just feels from Cleveland. Nigga, he's from somewhere weird, probably.
He
Right?
probably is from
Like,
Ohio.
look that shit.
or
That
some
nigga from fucking nigga New Mexico or something. Where is Bruno from?
Be from Florida.
I'm going Cleveland. I don't know why. That nigga just be wearing them lids, nigga, like a Cleveland nigga or something. That nigga from L.A.
I'm going with Florida.
Florida. He definitely got Florida boy swag.
We both wrong.
Maryland. That nigga from where? Portland?
Honolulu.
What kind of shit is that? Niggas trying not to stereotype and shit. Nigga like, what the fuck? We need to go fuck with Brandon, man. Yeah, that nigga up to move to Hawaii. Every time niggas
House
post,
of Pain, if you don't get your everlast ass out of here.
He said Florida does not claim Bruno. That's y'all mans.
Bruno's from Hawaii, nigga.
Matt.
And what you mean, nigga? Bruno got swag, bro. Niggas don't claim Bruno. Niggas claim Bruno.
Bruno has musical swag, but he's one of those dudes that, as dope as he is musically, you don't want to dress like him. You don't mimic him. You don't. So he don't have that kind of like universal fanfare. But nobody's gonna step to that nigga on talent, like. And if he wanted to, though, he could. If he started doing a little more songs like with the shit with him and Old Boy. This got me paying a rent. That shit slap.
That album got some shit on it.
Yeah. They should have went more. Yeah, whatever. Niggas is always being bad.
He ain't even black, though.
What is he, like Hawaiian and?
Puerto Rican and Filipino.
Yeah, Puerto Rican, that makes sense.
I mean, he is black. He's Puerto Rican.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, a lot of it gets tricky when you say that because that's how he identifies.
Yeah, Neptunes and Clips could do it because Pharrell has enough star power.
Yeah, and he gonna have everybody from Gwen Stefani to all them motherfuckers out there. Yeah, that's facts.
He's made songs for everybody.
He's made songs for everyone. I'm trying to think, who are we forgetting? What would a Drake Super Bowl halftime sound like? I think it would be like on.
It would be fantastic.
Yeah, I think it'd be on some right up there with like a Kanye type visual. Yeah, he does visual art type shit though.
That's an artist that he don't just make stadium music. He does stadium shows.
Right.
That's all he does. He don't do.
It wouldn't be too off from any of his shit.
His little concerts is Dreas and shit. That's his little. Right. That's his little off.
That's his little hangout shit.
Yeah, that's like, that nigga. His main concerts is the Staples Center.
That's a little show for him. That was a smaller.
T-Mobile.
Do the Staples Center 3 times in a week.
Yeah.
And hit them and go. Yeah. No, you right. You right about that.
So of course he can do a stadium just the same way Ye does.
So what if they did? What other genres have not been in the Super Bowl? Like I know, of course, rap and all that shit, but I feel like it's only pop music and rock that they've ever done. Classic rock, pop. They never done country, have they?
Yeah. Hell yeah. Are you serious?
My bad.
Carrie Underwood has a fucking.
Oh, I'm tripping. You right,
has a whole Super Bowl
I'm tripping.
show, my nigga.
Nigga, yeah, I'm bugging. I'm bugging.
I think Garth Brooks has a Super Bowl show.
Yeah, I'm bugging. You right. I'm bugging.
They were some of the first. Nigga,
right.
Monday Night Football was a rock and roll country song, nigga.
You're right.
They were the first to the table.
I'm trying to think. Damn, there's somebody else though. What other genres of music is popping in America? What if they had a folk singer? I think you can get that off though. I think the right artist can get some melancholy shit off at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, dog. Hold on. Let's go. Hold on. There's Carrie Underwood, Luke Bryant, Eric Church, Kid Rock,
Stevie Wonder would kill that shit.
Doug Kershaw, Garth Brooks did it. Jewel.
You know Garth Brooks got a metallic or metal album?
I can't believe Shania Twain got a fucking ew.
Super Bowl joint?
Kid Rock got one. Ew.
Didn't Limp Bizkit do some shit?
Luke Bryant, of course, his ass had one. I think they had to.
They pulled him out or they brung him out. Because remember, they used to have like several people on there sometimes. I remember that was a thing for a while, like a few years. It'd just be 7 people. Glass Animals?
No,
I gotta check
they
them
never
out.
Did. Limp Bizkit would be hard.
He had some slaps.
You mean they? It's a group.
Yeah, you know what I meant. You know who I was thinking about when I said he had some slap. Oh yeah, man. Did Green Day ever do one?
I think so.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of all the people I can think of that. Who
God,
else?
you know how dope that is, dog.
What?
Through a Super Bowl.
Your numbers is different.
Just get to walk. You're walking out to that shit like they do.
It just seems like it's a lot of shit going on Super Bowl Sundays though. Like during the game.
Bruce Springsteen, Tom Petty, Prince's, Rolling Stones, Paul McCartney, Aerosmith. Let's see. Oh shit, this is a nice little list. Let's see, 96 Michael Jackson. Or 93 Michael Jackson, 96 Diana Ross did the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That's dope. 01 NSYNC.
They got that off.
They did.
They snuck that in there real smooth. Nigga. Like,
05,
bro, y'all was not a Super Bowl act.
05 Aerosmith, 06 Rolling Stones, 07 Prince, 08 Tom. Now think about who the fuck wants to see Tom Petty? Rest in peace to the god Tom Petty. You make decent music, but who the fuck? I don't want to see you at the Super Bowl.
Nah.
I don't want you as my motherfucker.
See, that's when they start getting in trouble because their fan base had gotten younger. The demographic was getting younger.
2009 Bruce Springsteen.
And they was just having old rock legends up there. Like, man, these motherfuckers old as hell.
Madonna, Nicki Minaj, LMFAO, CeeLo Green, and MIA.
I remember that.
Beyonce 2013, Bruno
Killed it.
Mars 2014. Bruno Mars has
Killed
I
it.
forgot he did one.
Killed it.
Twice.
Twice.
Katy Perry, I forgot she did one. But straight Super Bowl fucking
Right.
like nigga that Lion song.
Right,
Come
that's
on, bro.
facts.
Lady Gaga 2017. Justin Timberlake did 2018. I must not be watching.
It was a
Super
big
Bowl.
deal because they banned Janet
Oh,
from ever doing it.
Maroon 5, and this was the year that they said nobody should have did it, but Maroon 5, Travis Scott, Big Boy's done it. He was on it. Big Boy's done it. So, and I think that one was in Atlanta. That the Falcons played.
That was
Super
what it
Bowl.
was,
in
yeah.
Atlanta. And then last year the Shakira, Bad Bunny, that was terrible to me. And then the weekend last year. But yeah, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I just wonder what direction they're going to go next time.
Oh, Coldplay. I forgot about them.
I guess
U2 did one.
It depends on where they're going, where the game is going to be at, because, I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, man, shout out to Dre and them, though, man. They do their thing. Bro, did we ever talk about this cat? Hush Puppy? You know who he is, right? They finally got him. They got him a while ago, I think, though.
Really? It's a hole in the floor.
Yeah, Tori. I'm just playing. Messing up our audio. Hey, so I guess they're gonna. Are they talking about joining the Lakers and Rams victory parade?
What?
Doing their parades together.
Who?
Lakers and the Rams, because the Lakers never got to get one.
Oh,
of
for the
COVID.
bubble? Yeah.
Yeah.
they're better because y'all niggas ain't getting them this year.
I don't know. When I see the league, I see it wide open, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Especially if AD get back playing the way he's supposed to. Russ, it's all in his hands, man. If Russ wants to play the way that every coach has directed him to play his whole life, he'll be just fine.
Say that one more time.
I said if Russ plays the way every coach he's ever had his whole life directs him to, or directed him to, he'll be just fine. He'll be just fine. Let me see. Hey, how was last night? What y'all do? Let's go to dinner. Went out and cracking at dinner.
Man, Valentine's Day ain't shit but a fucking day for everybody to just spend money to show each other they like each other, even though you're supposed to do that every day anyway.
So what you saying is every day is Valentine's Day around this week.
I mean, I ain't got bread like that, but
Nah, I feel you right.
know what the fuck I'm saying, like,
But no, who was it? Oh yeah, we didn't talk about. What was your thoughts on Snoop being the owner of Death Row? I don't look at Snoop as an executive, but we'll see, man. I mean, shit, he probably.
that's his second executive position. He was just what you call it for Def Jam. He still is, I think.
Yeah, but that's recent. In recent years, think about like for his career.
Well, nah, yeah, he's in the corporate.
He's not like a Yo Gotti type.
But he's
Or Young
yeah,
Gotti
but
type.
no, that's not right because think about how many businesses he probably owns. Think about how many he's probably created. Think about how he's probably sold.
I mean,
This is Snoop's on his second clothing line.
I would assume I get it, but what like his model seems to be, I think he more so endorses a lot of stuff. Which either way it go, it's no wrong way to get these bags. You feel me? But I'm just saying that I don't look at when I hear Snoop, I don't be thinking necessarily just executive type. Some rappers I could listen to them and be like, oh,
Matt, that depends on what Death Row's original agreement for masters were. That depends on if the parent company that they were they partners with. Was it Interscope? Was Death Row on Interscope? It depends on if they were partners.
Yeah,
If they were partners, then they might have kept some of the residuals and some of the masters. And if it like anything else in the game, no, some fucking white dude owns that shit and gave it to his kids. If Death Row owns all the masters, though,
that's what he said. He said he got all that outright.
then yeah,
That's part of the deal.
Yeah, he owns everything.
First thing I'll do is put out some compilations.
First thing I would do is make sure everything is on streaming platforms.
Yeah, that's true. That's probably the best bet.
If anything's missing, you put that shit out there. Second thing I would do is make sure all these people who are still the kids who still have kids and shit that are alive are gonna start getting paid from that shit.
Right. Yeah, that's facts. Cause Lord knows, man, everybody ain't being taken care of. Not everybody. So that's good for Snoop. I seen the new,
shout out for Snoop.
Yeah, I seen the new emblem. It looked pretty cool. I'm excited for this one because I don't know what to expect. Honestly.
Yeah, I wonder who we gonna put out. I wonder if we're gonna see like another fucking Dog Pound album.
That'd be nasty. Dog Pound too.
Yeah, it'd be dope to see another Dog Pound album. But that's something else that now could come out because I don't think Dog Pound album is even on streaming platforms. You feel me?
It's probably not. Or it isn't got disabled some kind of way. I don't know. Boom, 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 boom.
Just Google that Jay-Z owns Tupac. Then he's smart for buying that shit.
What?
Jay-Z owns Tupac's masters.
Jay-Z do?
Tupac's masters, I don't think they're even worth that much right now. They're probably worth their original value still.
Right.
Because nobody's out here looking for Pac albums. Same way whoever's like got big masters probably ain't making a lot of money off it right now.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
To think about that, yeah, like you own masters to some, but what if you own a master to some that don't do anything? What if you own the masters to Milli Vanilli's single?
Nigga. You
feel what I'm saying? Like, what if you own the masters to some dog shit that ain't never getting played again? What if you own the masters who lets the dogs out?
Why do you think people sell shit?
Or hold on, what if you own the masters to that dumbass song "I'm Blue" from way back in the day? That shit's on nothing, nigga. You know, most shit gets put on a fucking soundtrack or something down the road, nigga. Nothing.
But you never know though. You're covering yourself so that if some kid, you know, with an ear, 20 years from now, come across that and be like, "I'm Blue."
The kid Jason from The Lion King, he wasn't making no money in that dead area, but that movie came out again, nigga.
Made him a millionaire.
He was he was already a millionaire.
Well, I know that. I'm just saying. I mean, like he accumulated millions
because he was smart. Him and his mom.
Yeah, I seen that shit. Yeah,
and
she did jingles. She knew the business.
Didn't take the fucking
$5 million.
Money. Like nah.
No, we don't want about that. We don't worry about that $5 million.
This shit about to be worth.
It's about to be a Disney hit.
Absolutely smart. All the books that song was on. All the
you're getting residuals, bro.
All the commercials, the McDonald's commercials, the Burger King. Nigga, come on, bro. And then it came out again, and they did the song again. And he's part of that. When that song, you see the credits, Jason Weaver's name is in that shit. Where you going?
Yeah, I'm thinking. You said if. I'm saying, yeah, I definitely want some. Almost said some Chuck E. Cheese pizza. Almost got on it like this. All right, nephew, y'all have fun. Little man got plans. Didn't even know. That hit right there a little bit. They should be greasy. You got that. I'd be over there chilling with them. Killing it. But shit, nigga, we can move along. It was something I wanted to get on here and spit out before we got up out of here. It might wait till next show. Hey, what you think about all the hype about Matt? Probably get into this. Just go get the Jay-Z on. That's hard. And you know what Hov is probably gonna do? He's probably gonna do right with Tupac's family, bro.
Nigga.
A lot of people's done Tupac's family dirty.
Who's left?
Nigga, Tupac has sisters and all that. Nigga, he wasn't the only child. That nigga has a whole family. They're right there in Harlem. So we'll see. We'll see.
I'm literally in the middle of fucking podcast.
We'll see. I think that. How long ago was this like a new acquisition?
I don't know. This is the first I've ever heard of it. That's what I'm saying.
I'm sure Hov is doing this shit in good standing and good faith. You know what I'm saying? If not, that's a shrewd move. Shouldn't have put my name in your song.
If you played in any fucking kid's ball pit as a child, you don't need a vaccine. I give you that.
Shit. I'll tell you if you know you don't need no vaccine. Remember the merry-go-rounds? You remember them dirty, dusty, crusty, metaled ass, fucking hot as hell if it's hot, cold as fuck if it's cold.
Burn the shit out.
Merry-go-rounds, nigga.
Burn the shit.
But one day I'm like, man, what the hell
hold on, bro.
was making them think that some kids were to be trusted on the merry-go-round? The shit's whack, bro. We had some dangerous ass toys. Well, we got the merry-go-round. Well, that's how 7 years ago for $350 million. I mean, 380. Damn. Spinning strawberries. Hey, what's that one shit that used to be at the fair where everybody get like stuck to the wall and that shit just go hella fast? And if you get throw up on, you just get threw up on. It was your lucky. Well, that shit was crazy. Monkey bars and shit. All that shit was crazy. Like,
well, okay.
We had some wild shit as kids.
What did every kid do before they jumped on the monkey bars?
What you mean? Oh, shit.
What did every kid do before he jumped on them monkey bars?
Nigga,
or any metal bar
water
that
fountains
requires
and shit
you to keep grip, nigga? What did you do?
Fam, I know why I'm good. This is why I'm good right now. Because, nigga, I used to be on the blacktop.
Yep. Dirty ass hands with
nigga,
that. Yep.
Look at my finger like, let's go, nigga. Like, I'm about to run it back.
How dirty your hands was.
Come home and be like,
nigga, black.
Nah, I'll tell you what it was. I had sisters and a mother at the house.
Yep.
My pops was either at work or asleep. I would get to the house. As soon as I walk in,
wash your motherfucking
my mother,
hands.
You stink.
Like you smell like boy.
You can't
my
even
mom
smell
loves saying
me.
that shit.
Yeah, like,
but now
you can't even smell me.
As an adult now, I know when that nigga comes home from school,
got that outside
got
smell.
that boy sand.
Hey, the funny
smell
thing is,
too.
yeah, no, it's funny because like I remember older people in the neighborhood used to be like, "Boy, come in the house, y'all smell like outside."
Matt, you ain't never
like, what
spit
the
on
hell
your
is that?
hands to keep grip on a metal bar. Niggas do that shit in movies and everything. Like, nigga, that's like a normal.
I don't know, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like, I mean, I've definitely done it.
And if you haven't done it, Matt, you've seen niggas do it.
I ain't get a lot of spit. I ain't OD.
No, it wasn't. But you know,
but
you
still,
get
like,
a little,
no, that's the whole thing. Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now, baseball, like, just certain
Right.
sports you played. Come
Nigga,
on, my guy.
Throwing a football, nigga. What does every quarterback do? What? Nigga,
Dog,
basketball.
I just said that.
It don't give a shit.
My nigga, we out here.
Put our head in our mouth later to do it again. Yeah.
I'm like, bro, that's why, yeah.
Wipe your feet, the dust off your shoes, so you ain't sliding around the
That's
court.
crazy when you think about how shit changes, though. Put some.
And now they don't do that no more. Because remember in the NBA,
Nigga, I used to literally
at
put dirt in wounds, nigga.
At
Like,
the NBA, they used to do that shit, nigga. Now they got that tape on the side, nigga, where they.
no, the thing is, they've always had that tape. Dog, I played games with that tape. Like, I've used that tape
It's
before.
just out of habit, then.
You know what it is, too? It is out of habit and it's inconvenient because you got to run all the way over to the sideline.
Oh, yeah.
And
Get
it's,
stuck
you know
to
what
the
it's
tape.
like? It's like the toilet paper roll.
Yep.
Niggas don't take the paper off. You ever see a nigga run over there and they get over there and then they be like, oh shit, and they got to rip the thing up because about 30 or at least about 5 or 6 niggas went over there and got all the sticky off, nigga, and didn't pull the thing. It's just a lot. Same thing with the chalk. They try to do the chalk so you don't got to use that. Right. Niggas will go chalk up and then look and now you got the perfect grip, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just a different. It's nasty, really. Shit.
It is. It's fucked up.
COVID got you thinking about a lot of shit that we did that was nasty.
Right. And didn't give a fuck.
A lot of shit. Like, fam, I worked fast food. You should always have gloves on.
Right. That's real. Yeah, that's real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's some shit that we didn't got away from. Or just got away with. Like, bro, when we used to clean those ball pits and shit, like, nigga, I used to stand at the top and let that shit fall on there, nigga. Move them around and shit. And be like, nigga, we good. Just de-sterilize the ball pit. Kids can go back in there and play.
Seasoning chicken wings, nigga.
Yeah, bro, that shit was not. I'm just thinking about a lot of shit we used to
This
do.
shit like seasoning
You know what I'm
chicken
saying?
wings. It's good.
Sports is the worst. Outdoor sports, dog. You just outside playing ball with your mans, nigga, throwing 3 flies or something. You playing. Yeah, man. We made it, though.
Niggas lived through it.
And we weren't as allergenic. We wasn't as asthmatic. Like it seems like every kid now is born with asthma, and they have to kind of just
because that's become everybody's more sheltered.
Yeah, because we used to be outside. That's what I'm saying. But just think about climbing trees and shit.
Well, think about this. Me and you.
I didn't ate berries. I didn't know it was poisonous or not.
Think about this. Me and you aren't vaccinated babies.
Right.
Now that's like mandatory.
That's what I'm saying. But look at the generation of kids that it wasn't mandatory. Look at their like resilience.
Yeah, like
I
get sick once a year, maybe.
Maybe.
Last year I didn't get. I think I got a cold for like a day.
Yeah, I don't like talking about it so much because I don't get sick that much. But I just don't like jinxing myself. Like, but I don't. Yeah, that's not something. Some people are sickly, man. Like they just.
And that's because nigga, I used to be outside.
What about the pills for everything now, though? You know what I'm saying? That's what shelters it in. Like when we used to be running around, playing around. Yeah, like grass and shit.
Nigga, we didn't go to the hospital, nigga. Get the Robitussin.
Put it like this. I remember when I first started working summer camp at the university. Got all these kids and shit. I had about 13 kids tell me they couldn't play in the grass because they were allergic. To it, yeah. And I was like, oh, well, what happens to you? Just out of curiosity.
You get itchy. Everybody gets itchy. There's little small ass bugs.
No, fam, that's what I'm saying. I was like, wait, that's what you mean by you allergic to the grass? If you don't get your ass out there and play
let's
football?
be real. Everybody's allergic to grass.
That's my point.
Like, we all get itchy.
You gonna itch.
I ain't never been in a
until
grass
you do
situation.
what? Until you do what? Build up an immunity.
Yeah.
Now, right now, we don't be outside in the grass no more. But after a while, you won't even be thinking about that.
To a point, I never got itchy over that shit no more.
That's when you ain't been out there in a minute.
Them little green ass.
Yeah, bro. All the little fine grasses and shit. We had a lot of pollen
now,
out.
you motherfuckers who sneeze and shit, that's you being allergic.
Or if you have some kind of
a whole rash.
Yeah, if your body welts, that's different.
That's allergies, nigga.
That's different.
But, nigga, you're just doing, nigga. What do you think is in that grass? It's bugs. It's little smaller particles of grass.
It's dander, like all kind of like man, pollen and shit from.
You ain't allergic to grass. You just ain't used to the feeling of it.
Nah, that's facts. That's facts. But another thing.
Let's be honest. I'm gonna be real. I don't know if I would like the feeling of my bare feet on grass anymore. And as a kid, I wouldn't give a fuck.
Oh no, hell no, bro. No, okay. What about this? You racing your mans. What did you do? Oh, let me take my shoes and socks off real quick, man. Get my shit right. Yeah. Hell no, I ain't doing that shit now, bro. That's funny. That's one of my weird like fears is that I have to fight for my life barefooted.
You know what though? This is when we talk about like nostalgia shit. Niggas don't race no more.
No, unless
niggas
you
just get in the street real quick. Niggas remember how many niggas when we were young you had that argument? Like,
I'm gonna tell you why though. No, but I'm gonna tell you why.
We go right.
It's not a physical world like that, bro.
It's not.
Niggas be now that debate is on video games. No. Now that our Fortnite, you can't beat me in Fortnite. It'll be some shit like that.
1v1 me, nigga.
Yeah, it ain't nothing. But I was a kid.
Nigga, our 1v1s, nigga.
You knew who the fastest kid was.
Court.
You knew who the fastest kid was.
All right, nigga, I bet you can't guard me on this route, nigga.
Put it like this.
Nigga, play quarterback, nigga.
When I was a kid, I knew who the best basketball player. I knew every skill set of every kid in my neighborhood. Oh, so-and-so got the best jumper. So-and-so jump higher. So-and-so throws the football. He the quarterback. So-and-so run fast. He be juking everybody. He the running back. Like, you just knew every kid. Oh, he pitching. You know what I'm saying? Like, we knew every kid that can do everything. So-and-so the dopest on the bike.
Right, yeah.
Like,
we tested all this shit.
But we used to break into my old elementary school and, like, climb the roof with our bikes and old mattresses, nigga, that was dumped out. Have flipping contests.
All types of shit.
We was doing X Games shit way before X Games, bro. Risking our whole life and trespassing. Then having to jump down, run from the police when they came. Like, my childhood was eventful. Like, just a lot of shit. Menzel tell you right now, bro. This nigga Menzel had hiding spots in the desert where we didn't stash shit.
Oh yeah, nigga. Have
like little boys shit, don't got that no more,
not
fam.
At all.
Oh, grass stains used to have. That's why they started making them commercials, Matt. Like they had to start doing science on this shit. Like these little boys, you're not keeping these little motherfuckers out the grass. Let's just hurry up and remember the Tide commercial where it would show the little stains and shit come out. Like our shit was different, man. We had a good childhood, bro. When you really think about it, like. Somebody posted the other day, they from Cali, one of my boys from Cali, and they posted the little neighborhood. It's that traditional California neighborhood with all the houses and rows and shit, sunny day. And it was mad bikes and shit like that. And he was just like, bro, like.
That's how you could tell where everybody was at.
Everybody was at. And then there was another one where it was like everybody was lined up on the street, and there was the little basketball hoop, and they was playing a little 3-on-3 game. You could see who had next and shit. Like, I'm like, dog, kids will never know. Even young basketball players will never know what it's like to wake up a Saturday morning, go to a gym, and you might not get on the court till fucking 12. You there at 9.
I still remember that picture of the bikes. I remember those days. You go outside.
Just remember it in real life.
And you remember you be the last nigga to wake up.
You're
like,
pulling up on your bike, or your mom
nigga?
made you do some shit. Some regular shit. You had to go to a brother's event, church, something like that. You rush back, nigga, get off, get home. Like, where everybody at?
Okay.
You ride down the block, boy. There they go.
Yerp.
Like, well, yeah, yerp. I'm in here. That's just fun, bro. It's like, how do you recreate that for kids?
And now niggas just send locations on phones.
Nigga, send me your location. Or if they even care to be around each other. Like, nigga, what you doing? We on this.
Right.
FaceTime me. You know what I'm
saying?
saying? Now niggas are FaceTiming
anybody else other than my kids.
It's FaceTime me.
Not FaceTime.
No, I feel it. Some George Jetson shit. I was watching the Jetsons with Little Man the other day, and I was like, damn, that's crazy.
Niggas
A lot of
FaceTime
this
right
shit.
now.
Let me find out that they just watching the Jetsons like, all right, now it's time to do the automobile. Let's start them off with no gas and self-driving.
Now it's time to do the Apple Watch and shit.
Because how high is a flying car supposed to go? Like, if you're going to do a realistic, let's break this down. If we're going to realistically have introduced flying cars into the market and into society, how high do you want them to fly? Like, we talking hovering just above the ground? Are we talking like 10 stories in the air? You know what I'm saying? Like, because when I look at how certain people drive, dog, I don't ever want them to fly nothing. You know what I'm saying? And then what if flying is the antidote to that? Like, some people that can't drive probably can fly a car really well. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, put it on the ground, they subpar. That's why I don't think. Because look at the schooling it takes a pilot to get a pilot license. And nowadays they say planes practically just fly themselves. So that might be something to hand you to. It might be a situation of by the time we get flying cars, they're just self-flying.
Right.
Like the auto drive, the self-driving shits. They starting to pop up more and more in regular cars, less of expensive cars. You know what I mean? So we'll see, man. Here's to the future. Shout out to George Elroy and them. They were those guys. Where we at? 140. Let me see if bro, what you think about that needle program?
Huh?
You know, the clean needle program that they've had for years. But I know a lot of people was pushing like, oh, Joe Biden out there giving crack pipes out.
Oh. Did we talk about that on last episode?
I don't think so. I'm just saying, like, I don't know where I stand with that. I don't know where I stand with a lot of shit, but I don't want to get us canceled, nigga. Because I'm looking at a whole bunch of shit different now. We'll talk about some shit off air, and then we'll see if we can address it here on air. We can. We can do what the fuck we want. We're going to talk our shit no matter what. But I don't want to just blindside you. You sitting next to me, nigga. I don't want to jump off the porch and you be like, bro, I didn't agree with this.
How many times have I done that, though?
But yeah, this one's a little touchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a little touchy. We'll get back to it. Well, I'll fill y'all in next week. But it's just crazy.
Well, get used to this because we're going to be doing this.
Yeah, we're going to try to start coming early, man. The late night shows, bro.
I be fucking.
It's too much going on.
Sleep.
We got a lot of shit going on.
I be ready not even to do this shit. Not like I don't want to do this shit, but nigga, you get a little sleep in you. Fuck everything else, nigga. Let me get the rest of this sleep. But that's been another episode of the Always Talking Shit Show. I'm your host, Talkin.
It's your boy King Magic.
We out of here. Fuck how
Deuces.
New Always Talking Shit Show.
Well, fuck you.